Joining us from London is royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams. Thank you very much for your time. Now, from the bits of the interview that have been made available on this continent already, some absolutely stunning claims. What have we learned about how the Duke and Duchess feel about how the royals have treated them?
Well, very, very clearly, and as I emphasised, I've just seen the clips, you've shown a couple of them, and also some of the details which have been released, the interview screens in Britain tonight. And there is no question that they are deeply, deeply angry and bitter, and there is also no doubt that what they've revealed, or some of what has been said, has been and will be tremendously damaging. I mean, a response from Buckingham Palace after an interview of this sort would normally not be considered, but I must say that I would certainly anticipate something. The allegations, for example, of racism about a member of the royal family apparently making comments about the possible skin colour of Archie, the issue of mental health and the fact that Meghan claims that she found herself alone and certainly unsupported. The fact, which I find extraordinary, I have to say, just as on the basic principle, that Archie wouldn't get security. I mean, after what happened to Diana, you can see Harry's obviously concerned for that. And also, as far as the issue of the title is concerned, he was offered Earl of Dunbarton, and when Charles ascends the throne, he will automatically become an HRH under the current situation. But what relations they expect with the royal family subsequent to this interview, and as I say, I haven't seen other than clips, you can imagine that it will be, I think, considered to be rather like an exocet lobbed at it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard from Buckingham Palace, and us, like many other broadcasters, I'm sure, around the world, are putting in requests for comment to hear their defence of some of the claims that have been made. Do you think we will hear from the palace?
Well, it is impossible to say what the best way of handling some of these allegations are. For example, I mean, I'd always understood that it was the Duchess of Cambridge who, before Harry and Meghan married, and we know they married secretly, which I certainly didn't before the spectacular wedding, that she broke down in tears after apparently there was an argument over Charlotte's dress fitting. Now apparently Meghan says this is the other way round. And there's no doubt that they felt isolated, or say they did, that they were not supported. And there's an attack on the Prince of Wales, which is extremely damaging. The fact that apparently he's at a certain point he stopped taking.
Why is it, do you think, that they've decided to do this?
I think there is no doubt that it is a form of revenge. That's, I think, clear. The other thing is that with Oprah Winfrey, who's the queen of the chat show, and from what I've seen so far, it would appear very sympathetic, and Serena Williams has subsequently been supportive and so forth. They've got Hollywood A-listers on their side, and with Hollywood A-listers, you get the maximum coverage. And also, this will be a question, this wasn't aimed at Britain. This will be aimed at a global brand that they're developing.
And the question will be what impact they will have then on their global brand and also the palaces as well. Thank you very much for your insight. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams, appreciate your time.